Hey guys, Vanessa here, and it's currently October, but that doesn't mean that all the leaves have changed. Lots of them are still green, and I find myself usually changing the color of the leaves in Photoshop quite a lot in October to get the look that I want for the themes that I'm doing for the month. So today I'm going to share with you how I change green leaves to yellows and oranges and reds. All right, so here we have a photo that I took of my daughter last night in the backyard. We were playing with the smoke machine and she's standing in front of the apple tree that we have back there, but it's still quite green. And for Halloween photos and spooky photos, I really like to have the orange, the fall look. So the way that I go about doing that, and I haven't edited this photo at all, this is what it is. But changing the color is one of the first things that I do. If I'm not compositing anything, usually I'll do that first, but I'm not adding anything to this. So I'm gonna just go right into the colors. So I'm going to select the adjustment layer, selective color, and in here you can pick the colors that you want to change. So you look at this image and you think, well, I want to change the greens. So I'm going to select greens. I'm going to show you what happens. So we want the greens to be more red tones. So we're going to up the magenta, we're going to up the yellow, and maybe take down the cyan. So as you can tell, that made a little bit of a difference. It's got a little bit of a warmer look to it. But actually, when you're changing the color of leaves, the color that you want to impact the most is actually yellow. So I'm going to do the same thing with the yellow, and you'll see a much more dramatic difference. So there you can see by changing the yellow, all the green has turned orange. And this is the part where you can, like, I just pulled everything right to the ends, but you can start to play with where exactly you want it. If you want it a little bit more dull, if you want it more magenta, or if you want it more yellow, and you can pick that way. And usually, now it's not happening in this image because of the smoke. Usually, it might be happening a little bit. Let's zoom in and see. By playing with the yellow tones, it will impact skin tones of the people in your photo. This isn't really doing it because the smoke has bleached her out. But if it had, the selective color has a mask on it. I would pick brush. It's on white right now, so I would select black, and then I would just paint it out. And it's not making any difference right now because, like I said, the smoke in this image has made it so that she's not as saturated and it's not impacting her quite as much. And if you look, actually, it's also making the leaves stay green around her. They didn't change as much as the leaves outside of the smoke, but that won't happen in other images. That's specific to this one because of the smoke, and when you zoom out, it still looks okay. It's impacting it enough. And I actually like the variety of some leaves not changing, because sometimes when they all change, it's really, really solid. And I do like the little bit of some orange, some kind of like they haven't turned yet. So that is how I change colors. I feel like it's pretty simple. So the great thing about Photoshop is there's usually a ton of different ways to get the same effect. This is just my preferred method for changing the color of the leaves. If you don't like this method and you want to know another way, just go ahead and leave me a comment and I will make another video showing you different techniques that you could give a try. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that I'm creating.